Hello smart money traders, welcome back to the channel. In this video I want to show you how to take advantage of the ICT Newyork Killzone to find trade setups. ICT Killzones are basically times of the day where we have a high chance of finding a trade setup that will go in our favor. We basically have three of them in a day. We have the Asian Killzone, we have the London Killzone, and we also have the New York Killzone respectively. I've actually made a video explaining the London Killzone. You're going to find it on my YouTube channel. Simply come to my YouTube channel and go to the playlist. You'll find ICT Killzones. I've explained it in detail. Now I'm going to show you how to actually use the ICT New York Killzone to find trade setup. But before going into that, let's check some of the characteristics of this particular time window. Now these are the characteristics. Some of them I've written it right here. The first thing you need to know is the exact time that you need to know for this particular Killzone. It is within the period of 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. New York time. 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. New York time. Don't worry if you don't know exactly what that time is in your country. I'm going to show you a way that you can get it correctly. The second thing you need to know about this Killzone is that it is basically a time where there is trend continuation from the previous session that happened. I'm going to show you what that means once I go to my chart. And then thirdly, it is basically the times of the day where most of the economic news are released. So if you're trading this Killzone time, you need to be careful and watch it out. Some of the economic news will actually work in your favor and some will obviously work against you. So let's get into this. To simplify everything, I'm going to show you an indicator that will help you get it correctly. So once you come to your chart, select any of your USD paired currencies because this is New York. So USD paired currencies have a high probability of giving you a trade setup. So select any of your USD paired currencies and then come to indicators here, click on indicators and search for this indicator called ICT Killzones. Okay. If you search for ICT Killzones, there are so many of them, but the one I want you to use is this particular one, ICT Killzone session by this Reshen 0411. Okay, so simply click on it and it will appear on your chart. Now this guy has done a good work. He has actually marked out the Killzones for you right here. You can actually see this is the New York time, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. He has done all the work for you. We don't need the London Killzone. We don't need the Asian Killzone. So we're going to come to settings, click on settings, take out the London, take out the Asian, and then take out this, everything. Just take out everything. Just leave the exact delineation of your New York Killzone. That's the only thing we need. So if you are struggling with identifying that in your country, this will go a long way. So you actually see the delineation. This is New York. You can see New York Killzone, New York Killzone. You can actually see New York Killzone. And my time frame is 15 minutes. Okay. So this is the first thing you need to know about this Killzone. So secondly, is that this exact time is basically the times of the day where you will see trend continuation. You know, after London session, then comes the New York session. So if the London session is bullish in that day, and then there is New York session coming into the market, this is 7 a.m. the New York open session to 10 a.m. This will determine the rest of the trend. If there is a bullish movement in the London session, you will find that trend continuation in New York Killzone, where you will have a optimal trade entry. A retracement will come and then you will have an entry that will support that movement in the right direction, except if there are economic news, which you can always find on forexfactory.com. You can simply come to Forex Factory. It's a platform that gives you access to all the economic news. You can see it right here. These red shaded portions are actually high impact news, and then this orange shaded portion is medium impact news. You can actually filter out by simply coming here, click on it, and then you can filter it out. We have this low impact news. This one is also very, very low impact news. You can take it out. And these are the event types. We have growth, inflation, employment, central bank, bonds, housing, consumer surveys. These are all the news that are coming out. If you want to use the specific currencies that you need, you can take out this and leave only USD news, depending on what you want. So this is only USD related news, so that you will have an exactitude of what you are expecting for the week. So if the London session is bullish most of the time, now it's not every time that this is certain. And that is why before you start trading these opportunities, you must back test it and try it before you go into live trading. This is the first thing I would like to tell you. I'm not advising you to go into any trading opportunity you see without back testing it. So if the London session is basically bullish, you can go and have a confidence once you see a retracement during the New York Killzone and you have an optimal trade entry. Optimal trade entry is basically when you see a trade forming either at a premium or a discount. You pick your Fibonacci tool, measure the distance from here to the swing high. Anything below the middle line is called the equilibrium. Above the middle line is called premium area. This entire area is called premium. And then below the middle line is called discount, this entire area. So these are the things you need to know before you take trade. So if the market is bullish, okay, you will want to see a retracement coming into an optimal trade entry, then you can take your trade from there. So this is the first thing you need to know. And then to even make it better and simpler, let me show you how to separate your sessions. Simply right click, scroll down to settings, and then you're going to get this session breaks under events. Click on it, and then you're going to see the session breaks that breaks every session from each other. It separates this day to this day. Okay, separate this day to this day, so you will have an idea of what you're doing. This is GBP USD, the most recent data. I don't want to just go and look for one fine place where there is an exact market opportunity. I just want to go randomly. Let's select and see what exactly we're up to. So right here is actually the movement from here to here. Okay, this is London. Okay, this is Asia, and then this is London coming into New York. Okay, this is an overlap between London and New York, and that's exactly where the New York Killzone happens. So look at what is happening. There is a bullish movement from London. Okay, a bullish movement from London, and then price retraces into an optimal trade entry right at this point. Okay, and then what ICT actually said is that you're going to get at least 20 pips, 10 to 20 pips in the New York Killzone movement, 10 to 20 pips. So as price comes back, okay, optimal trade entry, we are in a discount, and this is an entry that you want to be part of. You're going to get at least 20 or 10 to 20 pips. You can actually see more than 20 pips, but what ICT actually said is 20 pips movement. Okay, price came back to this fair value gap. Let me show you this particular fair value gap. Okay, this fair value gap. So you can use either a fair value gap, an order block, any of your institutional reference point that you see will give you opportunity. So as price comes back, you have a chance to go for that. You have a chance to go for that. You can even go to the lower time frame to get a better entry that will help you support the movement of the market. Okay, so as price comes back, you're targeting that place and you are in the trade. So these are the ways you can trade it. If your London session is bullish, then you're going to have a trend continuation in the New York, and then the setup will come during the New York Killzone. Okay, the setup for that trend continuation will come in the New York Killzone, just like you see happening. This is the most recent data. Please make sure you backtest this before you go into practicing it. Make sure you backtest it. Let's check the previous day and see. So this is London. Okay, this is London session right here. Price was bullish right there, retracing into the New York Killzone, and the New York Killzone gave you an opportunity with this order block, this bullish order block. And this is where the setup comes into. The setup comes in the New York Killzone, and then the continuation moves in that direction. So you're going to see this time and again. Please go ahead and backtest it on your chart. Make sure that you are using, dollar paired currency, and you can use indices too. Indices starts from 8:30 to 10 a.m. So that's for indices if you're trading indices. So right here you can see your London is bullish, and then price came and gave you a setup in this. This is a setup. Why is it a setup? Let me show you. So some people, they look at this as not a retracement. This is a retracement, guys. So if I'm taking my Fibonacci tool, I'm going to measure it from here to here, optimal trade entry, and then blast to the upside. I'm not going to take long explaining this video, just to show you what the London does and then what the New York Killzone gives you, then the trend continuation. So you're going to check it and see, guys. Another one here. Okay, look at it. Price moved and came back into this area. Now what I'm looking at this point, this is a bit scattered. One thing I love about my trading journey is that I don't usually gamble with my opportunities. If the setup is not what I'm looking for, I just let it be. So anytime you see a chunky or this noisy price action, you want to avoid it and move on with another opportunity. You can check other PAs and you're going to find opportunities to trade in those day. So look at what happened here. Let me show you this. Okay, London was basically bullish. Okay, London was basically bullish, and look at it. You see, if you are backtesting it, because the chart has already happened, you're going to find it easier, like this one. You're going to find it easier. So let's assume this is what is happening. This is London through New York. You're going to see New York happening. Okay, this is New York happening. New York Killzone is beginning to open, and this is another block. Look at it. This is another block. Blindly, you're going to enter this as a trade that you want to be part of. 20 pips trade, just like here. Your stop loss is below here. And you're going to be surprised because trade will not go in your favor. It is going to stop you out. Do you know why this happened? This happened because you ignore some of your information in ICT trading. Now look at this. London actually took out the previous day high. Look at what I'm saying. Previous day high was here. Okay, so you must pay attention to everything happening. Previous day high was right here, and London actually took it out. So this will cause a reversal in the market immediately. You can actually see that after that, price came back, had this shift in market structure. You were not seeing it because you were actually just seeing what is happening here, and price moved in the opposite direction. So you must pay attention to what is happening in the entire movement of the market. Shift in market structure, and then went in that direction, the previous day high. Okay, so look at this thing happening right here. Okay, price came to this area, took out the previous day high just like that, and then quickly reversed in the opposite direction in the bear market. And look at this. Still in the London session, we have a shift in market structure here. Please get the information in detail. Don't be confused. Shift in market structure, and then had this opportunity during the New York Killzone. It reversed after taking the previous day liquidity. Okay, previous day high. You can actually see even from Asia, previous day high was mitigated, and then this one happened. So this kind of trades, if you are not seeing an opportunity in this area, you can avoid it and then move on with your trade. But in this kind of scenario, you can actually see that price did not take the previous day high. Okay, previous day high was not taken right here. Previous day high, and then London was bullish. London was bullish, and it gave you an entry within this order block, an entry right here. So if you are taking this trade, you're definitely going to take it because you know a couple of information that is supporting your entry. Okay, 20 pips is okay. You know a couple of information that is supporting your entry. So you must pay attention to all these details happening so that you will know exactly what you're dealing with. Okay, and I think I've done a lot explaining everything for you. This is a BA formation, a BA market here, right here. Nothing happened. We were bearish, and the previous day low was here, was here, and price never took it out. If you see an opportunity into your New York Killzone, you're going to take it. Optimal trade entry, it must be in premium before you go for sell. Okay, in premium, and this is a sell for you. Okay guys, so this is actually how to go about that. You can practice these and come up with something that suits your trading, pattern, so you can get the best out of it. Make sure you go through everything I've explained right here, and then if you have any question, let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. See you in another video.